Hey guys, here's the last video for the long division. So please go into the try this of your notes for the long division. We're going to actually skip example 1 and we're going to get into example 2. So we're going to do x cubed plus 2x minus 7 divided by x plus 4. So once again, we are going to do long division to divide these polynomials here. Okay, so remember that this here, x plus 4, is our divisor. So that's going to go inside our division bar. So we have x plus 4, and then here. Now, this is actually what I would like to do. So I kind of started it for you. I would like you guys to pause the video and try this example on your own. So figure out how would you plug this into here and how would you use long division to actually do the problem. So go ahead, pause the video and try as much as you can to try this on your own. Okay, let's see what you got. So I got you started with the x plus 4, but now let's look at the x cubed plus 2x minus 7. So we start off with an x cubed. Now, our next term should be x squared. Notice we don't have an x squared term, so I need to use 0 as a placeholder. Then we need an x term. We do. It's plus 2x. And then lastly, we should have a constant. We do. It's a 7. Okay, so as we've been doing, we're going to divide the first two terms. So I'm going to do x cubed divided by x. That gives me x squared that goes on top. So now I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to do x squared times x and then times 4. So x squared times x gives me x cubed. Remember, we should always match the first term because we want to eliminate. Then x squared times 4 gives us plus 4x squared. Now we're going to subtract. So x cubed minus x cubed, that cancels. Now this is where you got to be careful. 0x squared minus 4x squared, that should give us 4x squared. And we should have a negative in front because we're doing minus of 4x squared. Now, next step is to bring the next term down. So I bring down my 2x. Okay, let's do those 4 steps again. First step is to divide the first two terms. So negative 4x divided by x. Sorry, negative 4x squared divided by x. So this will give us negative 4x when we do it because x squared divided by x is that. And then we just keep the negative 4. So I have minus 4x. Now, once I have done that, I'm going to go ahead and take my negative 4x and multiply by x in the 4. So when I do negative 4x times x, that gives me negative 4x squared. Notice these match. They should always match so we can eliminate. Then I do negative 4x times a positive 4x. That gives me negative 16x. Third step, we are going to subtract. Now, negative 4x squared minus a negative. Remember, this becomes positive. So when it does that, remember, I'm going to cancel that out. Now, I have 2x minus a negative 16x. Remember, 2 negatives make it a positive. So I'm really doing 2x plus 16. That's going to give me 18x. Okay, fourth step, bring down the next term, negative 7. Okay, let's try that again. So we need to take the first two terms and divide them. So I'm going to take 18x and x and divide those. When I do 18x divided by x, that gives me 18. I'm going to put that on top. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my 18x and multiply it. So I do just 18. I do 18 times x and then 18 times 4. Well, 18 times x, that should match our first term. So then we can eliminate. So we will. Now, 18 times 4, you may have to do that in your calculator. That's all right. When you do plug 18 times 4, that will give you 72. So I have plus 72. Okay, next step is to subtract. So 18x minus 18x, that cancels. Now we have negative 7 minus a 72. So that actually will give us negative 79. Notice there's nothing else to bring down. So what this is, that is left over, that is our remainder. So now when we write our answer, remember it's the quotient. So our quotient here is going to be that x squared minus 4x plus 18, that's our quotient. So we have our quotient. So we said x squared minus 4x plus 18. Now we add the remainder, negative 79, and put it over the divisor. So we said the divisor is x plus 4. So we're going to put that negative 79 over the x plus 4. And then this is our answer here. Okay, just let me know if you have any questions.